Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I will be doing the CSEc Integrated Science May-June 2016 Paper 1. This is going to be part 1 video, so if you are visiting my channel for the very first time, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you know when new videos are being uploaded. Also, please, very importantly, go ahead and press that thumbs up button. When you press that thumbs up button, you are liking this video. And when you do that, this video will be allowed to be circulated to as many students as possible within the geographical area so that all can be prepared for the exams. Also, you will be noticing too that ads will be playing on your videos. Please do not skip the ads. What you can do if you don't like it, you can just take a little break and come back, because when you allow the ads to play out, it is your way of expressing appreciation to me as a teacher for taking the time out of my busy schedule in preparing these videos so that you can benefit from them. That's just all that is required of you. So let's get into this video. So remember, this is going to be part 1, so you have to subscribe to know when part 2 is coming out. Let's go. The first question says, photosynthesis occurs in the A, nucleus, B, cell wall, C, chloroplast, D, mitochondrion. Well, we know that this photosynthesis occurs in C, chloroplast. Let's go to question number 2. Here we go. It says, let's get ready. The structure responsible for the transfer of characteristics from parents to offspring is found in the A, vacuole, B, cytoplasm, C, chromosome, or D, cell membrane. What do you say is your answer? Well, if you said C, yes, you are correct. Chromosome. Let's go to question number 3. Here we go. It says, item 3 refers to the following diagram, which shows an animal cell. So here they labeled, according to question 3, what is the name of the part labeled? Why? So we're going to identify that. Our answer options are A, nucleus, B, cytoplasm, C, mitochondrion, or D, chromosome. What is our answer? Well, we know an animal cell. We know that these 3 bottom one would be out. So A, nucleus, is our correct answer. Let's go to question number 4. Here we go. Let's get ready for the exam. Which of the following statements about photosynthesis, quite a lot of question on that, is true? A, oxygen is absorbed by the chlorophyll. B, water is a byproduct of the process. C, the process results in the release of energy. D, carbon dioxide is used by the chlorophyll. So, we know it says true. Notice that? So, we're looking for the truthful statement. So, D would be the truthful statement. Carbon dioxide is used by the chlorophyll. Let's go to question number 5. Which nutrient is important for building strong muscles? A, fat, B, sugar, C, starch, or D, protein? Well, if you said D, protein, then yes, you are indeed correct. Let's move on to question number 6. Which of the following word equations represents the process of photosynthesis? So, is it A, carbon dioxide plus water, which gives energy? Sucrose plus oxygen. B, carbon dioxide plus water. energy, glucose plus oxygen, or C, alcohol plus oxygen, carbon dioxide plus water plus energy, or D, oxygen plus glucose, carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So we know that it would be B. Let's go on to question number 7. Which of the following pollutants has a strong affinity for hemoglobin? A, lead dioxide, B, methane, C, sulfur dioxide, or D, carbon monoxide. So the answer is D, carbon monoxide. 8 says, which of the following are common features of respiratory surfaces? 1, moist, 2, small surface area, 3, well supplied with blood vessels. So what would be your answer options? Is it 1 and 2 only for A, B, 1 and 3 only, C, 2 and 3 only, or D, 1, 2, and 3? So that would be B, 1 and 3 only, moist and well supplied with blood vessels. Let's go to number 9. Number 9. Here we go. Which of the following are significant sources of air pollution? 1, volcanic eruptions, 2, extensive use of cars, 3, dumping of plastic bottles. So our answer would include what of those 3 given? So the answer would be volcanic eruptions and extensive use of cars, significant sources of pollution. So A would be our answer. 10 says, which of the following blood groups has no antigen? This is a repeated question. So we know the answer is CO. Let's move on to number 11. Here we go. Let's get ready. Item 11 refers to the following diagram, which represents a component of blood. 11. What is the function of this blood component? A, fights infection, B, transports oxygen, C, forms blood clots, or D, transports dissolved foods. So we know this is actually A, fights infection. Let's move on to number 12. The part of the heart that separates the left side from the right is the A, valve, B, tendon, C, septum, or D, pacemaker. So this is a repeated question. We know the answer is C. Let's go on to number 13. It says, which of the following processes are associated with excretion by the kidneys? 1, evaporation, 2, filtration, 3, reabsorption. So we know our answer 1 would have been eliminated. So using the method of elimination in multiple choice, we know 1 would have been out. So our answer would be filtration and reabsorption. So 2 and 3. So there we have it, C. Let's go on to question number 14 now. So items 14 to 15 refer to the following hormones. A, adrenaline, B, insulin, C, prolactin, or D, secretin. So what would be your answer? In answering items 14 to 15, each option may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Secretin. Oh, all right. So, which of the above hormones, 14 says, regulates the level of blood sugar in humans? So, what would be your answer? So, which one of those regulates the level of blood sugar in humans? We know it is B, insulin. 15 is produced, which of the above hormones is produced in emergency situations? We know that is A, adrenaline. Now let's move on to question number 16. So item 16, here we have a diagram of the eye. It's labeled A, B, C, and D. And by now you should fully know how to label the eye. 16 says, which structures transmits impulses to the brain? So we know it is C. C would be the answer, the optic nerve. Let's go on to number 17 now. Which item 17 refers to the following sexually transmitted diseases? 1, we have AIDS. 2, herpes. 3, syphilis. 4, gonorrhea. 17, which two diseases are caused by bacteria? So which of those two? Well, we know that and gonorrhea, herpes and gonorrhea. So that would be 2 and 4 would be C for 17. Oh, what did I say? No, 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 no. That's not correct. It says are caused, let me read that again. Which two diseases are caused by bacteria? So syphilis and gonorrhea, those are the two. So D is the correct answer. So D for 17. Let's go to number 18 now. Item 18 refers to the following diagrams which display seeds under different conditions in 4 test tubes plugged with cotton wool. Now this question, we know it's not new because we have seen this before. So 18 says, in which test tube is germination most likely to take place? So for those of you who haven't watched the other videos that I have uploaded, you can go ahead and check out the 2019, the 2018, and 2017. So this is a popular question that has been on most of these papers so far that we have worked out. So the answer is B, 2. This one here. And we had explained why conditions in that test tube would germinate in previous videos. So let's go into 90 now. The testes of the human male correspond to the anthers of flowers because they both A, are separate organs, B, have similar shapes, C, produce male sex cells, D, have tubes leading from them. So we know it would be C, produce male sex cells. 20 says, which of the following completes the following path to fertilization in plants? So we have pollen, then we have blank, and then the ovary. So A, is it A, petal, B, stigma, C, stamen, or D, receptacle? So which one is it? We know it is B, should be there, stigma. So B would be the one that we fill in the blank to complete the entire path that fertilization takes place in plants. Let's go to 21. Solar energy is transferred through space by A. Radiation, B. Convection, C. Conduction, or D. Evaporation. So we know it is by radiation. A. You can see that you students are doing very well. Very nice. Let's get ready for the exam so that when you go in the exam room, I've observed the pattern of CXC in the exams that have done already, the topics in some subject area, that most of their multiple choices are actually repeated questions. They have not brought much on the paper ones, much change. So let's get ready. 22 says, item 22 refers to the following picture showing the methods of heat transfer. And for those of you who have watched past videos, this is not new. So 22 says, the method of heat transfer at 1 there is, what do we know? This is a repeated question. It is conduction. So A says radiation, B convection, C conduction, D evaporation. So the answer is C. Let's go to number 23. So here we have item 23 refers to the following diagram of a thermometer. So here we have a thermometer, and there 23 says the part labeled 1 is it A, bulb, B, stem, C, bore, or D, glass. This is an easy one, eh? A, bulb. Let's go to number 24. Here we go. Which of the following farming techniques are recommended to prevent soil erosion? 1. Terracing, 2. Contour farming, 3. Strip planting. So all of them would be techniques that farmers would use. So D would be our answer. All right, let's move on to question 25. The eye of the hurricane is the A, center of the hurricane, B, path along which the hurricane is moving, C, region in which the hurricane is located, or D, front where the winds reach the speed of a standard hurricane. The answer is A, the center of the hurricane. In fact, we are in the hurricane season right now, so it's good to be aware of those knowledge that you are learning about. You have learned in the past about hurricane. It is now applicable in this period of time, hurricane season right now. 26 says, decayed organic matter in soil is called A, sand, B, humus, C, sediment, or D, limestone. This is an easy one. This is a repeated one. We know the answer is B. Okay, so here we have items 27 to 28 refer to the following food web. So here we have the food web. So there is your food web. All right, and this should not be new to you, guys. So here we go. So it says, 27 says, which of the following is a producer? A, mouse, B, toad, C, grass, or D, rabbit? This is quite easy. The producer would be the grass. C. 28 says, which of the following is not a herbivore? A, mouse, B, spider, C, rabbit. D. Squirrel. This is B. Spider, not a herbivore. Let's move on to number 29. Which of the following fishing methods is the least efficient as it relates to the number of fish caught? A. Drift net. B. Long line. C. Handle line. Or D. Trawl net. The answer is C. Notice keyword least efficient as to the numbers of fish that can be caught. Our final question says, which of the following processes results in water moving from the ocean to the atmosphere? A. Respiration. B. Precipitation. C. Evaporation. D. Condensation. And we know that is C. Evaporation. So there you have it. We have come to the end of part 1 of the CSEc Integrated Science Paper 1. Stay tuned for part 2 coming soon. Thank you so much for watching.